Hello, my name is Richity, and welcome to a new series on the Vaulthunters mod pack. Now, I've done a bit on this world already, as I wanted to skip through all of the vanilla stuff, as that's not really that interesting, and it gets us right into the mod pack. But unfortunately, I actually lost the beginning footage of this video, as I forgot to hit record, so I did do one vault that I had meant to record, but we're not going to just be doing regular vaults this series. I'm thinking it'll be more interesting if I give myself some challenges. I'm thinking the challenge is going to change every 10 or so levels. What I'm thinking for this first challenge is no swords. As you can see, I do not have a sword in my hotbar. So, what this means is I need to rely on ability power and support abilities. In the first vault, I only had heal, but I leveled up a lot from that first vault. So, with my levels from that first vault, I ended up speccing into Fireball. Why Fireball, you might ask? Well, because, first of all, Fireball deals a good amount of damage in an area, but I did get this wand, which was really good from the first vault. What it does is it gives me a lot of ability power with the increased ability power and the pretty high roll implicit, and then also an extra level to Fireball, as well as a little bit of cooldown reduction. And then these armor pieces aren't really that interesting. I might switch out the boots, since this one gives 20% mana regen. But anyway, before we get into that, let me give you a quick intro if you have never heard of the Vaulthunters mod. It's basically an RPG type mod. As you can see, as I said, I have there are a ton of abilities I can use. There are a lot of quests to help you get into it, as I have done a lot of them. But it's a lot of intro stuff. Chromatic iron and vaultstone are two of the most basic materials. You need vaultstone to make the vault portal, which is right over there. Vaultstone can also drop the vault rocks, which you place on the altar to make vault crystals, which are used to get into the vaults. And then the chromatic iron is used for a lot of crafting recipes. Then yeah, the vault altar gets you the vault crystals. Skills and talents can do a plethora of things. This enchanting table is just really convenient for enchanting your items easily. It takes 5 emeralds and a level per enchantment, but it means you don't need a mega villager trading hall. The vault potions just heal me, and I can also add extra effects, but we'll get into that later. The shard pouch holds soul shards, which drop from mobs in the vault, and I can buy stuff with them later. And the bounty hunting table gives me quests I can do in the vault in order to get extra rewards, and the tool station I'll get into later once I actually craft a tool. I hope that was enough intro, so let's get right into it, I guess. Yes, as I said, this first challenge is going to end up being no swords. In fact, no attacking at all if I can help it. With my fists, anyway. No physical attacking. I need to work around the 20-second cooldown on the Fireball, but it should be able to kill things pretty easily. Yes, so I have the Fireball and the Heal as my two abilities, and then I also put 2 points into Intelligence for a little bit extra ability power. And yeah, so I think it's time to get right into the first vault. Oh, and one last thing that I forgot to mention is this pouch. So the pouch just works like a shulker box, and you can add upgrades. Currently I have the Pick Up and Void upgrades. The Pick Up upgrade will automatically pick things up into the vault, which I just have as the vault decor items. And then the Void upgrade will void anything that's picked up into the pouch if it goes over the capacity. But anyway, this crystal is now complete, so let's get into the first vault that you will see. Oh and yes, for the bounty I have, it is this one, which is pretty easy and gives me an elytra, which is going to be very nice for completing crystals. Sorry if I have gone through this intro a bit too quickly, but I think it will be more interesting once we get further on anyway. And to be honest, I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do for the challenges after level 20. I might actually even increase this challenge after level 10 if no sword seems to be too easy. But I think that a full pacifist challenge would be a bit boring. So let's see how this build works. It's actually like very good for a level 5 build, I think. The fireballs should be doing a lot of damage. Alright, and once again, if you've never seen Vaulthunters, this is the inside of a vault. We got the, I think it's the Wasteland theme, and that bar at the top is my goal for this vault. It's the completion requirement, I guess. I can't remember. For some reason, the word is blanking on me. But anyway, this is the lodestone. Once I fill up that bar, which I fill up by defeating mobs, opening chests, and all that, I can consume one of those, and complete the vault. And let's see how this fireball works against these zombies. Yeah, this might even actually be very easy. Probably the best thing for me to do, though, would be to spawn in all the mobs on the floor, and then try and group them together. To the best of my ability. That way, I can get them all with one shot. Yep. But unfortunately, I can't kill the zombie or the ghost right now. Oh. I was definitely not being careful enough for that. In the first room, too. Wow, I really need to get better. Although, I did complete the quest, so I do have an elytra now. And a level up. Let's see. So, I think that for this level, the best thing to get is going to be dash. As I desperately need a way to get out of sticky situations like that. Beyond the elytra, another thing this crate is going to give me is the vaults over there. What that's going to allow me to do is actually craft a chromatic pickaxe. Now, I have a pickaxe. So, that's another 2 quests done, actually. And now, it's going to want me to create a jewel applicator. So, what the jewels do, as you can see right here, is they give my pickaxe different abilities. For example, these give me the ability to mine all of the chests that are in the vault, so that I don't need to open them up. It's usually much faster. Alright, with this I can put all of these on my pickaxe so that I can mine everything. And that way I don't need to use my other pickaxe. One thing to note about the vault tools though is that they do not accept mending. So you are going to need to replace them every so often, which is not as big of a deal because you can make, as you get later levels, you can make better tools. Anyway, now that that's done, I can get that quest and make the jewel crafting table now, which is a bit expensive, and I do not have the materials for that. But I can get the quest for expertises. Expertises are kind of like more powerful abilities, or not really more powerful, but they're more about what you do in the overworld more than in the vaults. There are some that affect what you do in the vaults, but most of them are more about getting into the vaults, or like saving resources and such. For example, some of my favorites are these two. This one, once you put 3 points into it, gives you 2 active bounties at any time, which is pretty nice. But I think my favorite is the marketer, as I really like buying stuff from the black market. There isn't really any point in me doing this now, so I think I'll just go fortunate, as that'll give me more gems, which are like these, which are used in a lot of crafting recipes. Mainly the Larimar gems are used in crafting recipes, but the other ones are used for a lot of things as well. And with that complete, now I have a lot of quests to get done. So I want to get the gear forge made, as having this is going to allow me to... Well, I would like to make the gear forge, but there's one problem with it. It needs a netherite ingot. Now, netherite's not that hard to make, I guess, but I would need to go mining in the nether, and I don't even have a nether portal yet, and I really don't feel like crafting, or like making one, and then it would take time. So instead what I'm going to do is I'm pretty sure some of these quests can give you netherite. So if I just, yeah, see, right here. Oh, but that requires ancient debris, so that doesn't really fix my problem. But I know there are some. Yes, this one. I would like to take this one still, but I think I need to finish. I need to get that netherite as soon as possible. So I'm going to take that bounty instead. Besides that, I'm pretty sure all of these things are pretty annoying to craft. So I think I'm just going to try and level up to level 10 and keep going on. So this vault should be pretty similar to the last one, and there is it complete. I really need to be more careful. I need to not jump into a pile of enemies like I did last time. So this one I'm going to actually, well, I'm probably not going to play well, because I'm not very good at doing that, but I'll do my best. And that's what really matters. And this one is a sand vault, which is pretty annoying, because this one has creepers and skeletons. Skeletons aren't too bad, but the creepers can blow up chests, which is really annoying. Oh, and this is a pylon. So the pylons are Pretty nice. They just give you some sort of effect. This one's useless for me right now, so I'm going to break it instead. And what breaking it does is it gives me a chance at a temporal shard, which the temporal shard gives me a random powerful effect for 5 minutes that I can use at any time. So it would be nice if I got one, but it's pretty rare. It's more of something you do if there's just no chance of using the pylon. And that's a pretty satisfying fireball. Oh, and I guess I think I did explain them in my first series, but I've been re-explaining everything else. So, these are ornate chests. There are 4 different types of chests in the vault. There is wooden, which are the ones that I mainly loot, as they're the most common. There's ornate, which give a chance for gear pieces. The wooden have pretty just basic materials in them, and also mod boxes, which are not in them yet, but they're really nice once they are. Then there are also gilded and living chests, which the gilded chests have a chance to give key pieces and trinkets and magnets, which I'll get into those later, and you'll see why they're useful. The living chests contain knowledge points and vault charms, I think they're called. And once again, I'll get into those later. I do actually really need to find some living chests though, because that is what my bounty requires. The vault meat, I don't actually even know what it's really used for. It's used for a couple things, but it's really not used for that much. Oh, speaking of living chests, and there it is. Alright, so since there are quite a few quests that I need to get done in this vault, I think I'm going to try and go for completing these quests. So for this one, I'm pretty sure I need the Larimar. Yep, the Larimar is pretty much what I need for that one. And then for the other ones, I think what I need is just the Netherite. Alright, so what these 2 stations are used for is one allows me to craft vault gear, and the other allows me to scrap any vault gear that I don't need to get some materials back. And then these 2 quests give me some rewards, and this one actually tells me to craft a magnet, which magnets are very useful pieces of gear, especially when you are breaking chests rather than opening them. The vault scrap can be put in here to add proficiency, and this will increase the quality of the gear that you craft. Alright, so now that I have a magnet, basically what it does is it will pull items towards me with the designated pickup range and pull speed, as you can see. And thankfully it has its own special slot here. And there also, you can craft any other gear piece, but I don't really need any right now. I guess a helmet would be nice, but I think I want to save the gold for now. Anyway, that was another quest. So next it wants me to build the artisan station, which is another base part of the mod pack. Although I don't have the chromatic iron for it. So actually, I'm going to go into the next vault. First things first though, I'm going to need to pick a quest. Probably just one that's going to give me chromatic steel, since that's what I need right now. Yes, probably this one is the best, as elixir vaults are the only vaults I'm going to be getting right now. So I guess I'll head right in. And this should hopefully be, or this is going to be the last vault that I need in order to get to level 10. Overall, that felt like a pretty successful vault, because I ended up filling up my backpack and then also putting some stuff in this shulker box. I think it was somewhat due to all of the bronze that we got. So I'll just de-loot really quick and show you guys what's in these crates. Oh, but before I get to that actually, there was something added in the most recent update to this mod pack that is very nice for storing coins, and that's the coin pouch. I'm pretty sure I have all the materials for that, so I'm gonna craft it. Basically what this coin pouch does is it allows you to keep all of your coins in it, and it'll automatically pick them up even. So anytime I pick up money, it'll go right into the pouch, and this pouch just makes it so much easier, because as you can see, I have 9 vault gold in the pouch, so I don't even need to put anything in here. And it's soulbound, which means if I die, I don't lose it. So I can just safely put all my money in here and never worry about it again. With that, everything's diluted, so from this we're going to get that chromatic iron, which is going to be useful. We also get some Larimar that I'll use later, and 2 mystery boxes. I can't even remember what's in these, but it's just some extra Larimar, so not bad. And then let's see what we get from this. It'll probably be a ton of gear as it was last time. But an Omega helmet. So I guess I never really explained it, but the different tiers of gear give you different amounts of modifiers for it. So Scrappy has 2, Common has 3, and then you just add 1 extra. Epic has 4, etc. But Omega has 6, so... Or, oh, I guess it doesn't add 1 each time, but... Either way, Omega has 6, and that's very convenient because the helmet is the only piece I don't have yet. So I guess we'll just see how good this is. It gives increased area of effect, which is pretty nice. I would have preferred some extra armor on it, or maybe some extra mana. Yeah, as that ability power roll is also really low, but no matter. Ability power won't even matter with the next challenge I have in mind. It's also actually a pretty cool helmet. But anyway, let's see what's in all of these other things that I got. So there's obviously the sword and the axe, which I'm not even going to identify. But the focus, however, I mean, I kind of doubt it'll be as good as my wand, as the ability power is really nice, but yeah, that's going in the chest. And I don't know if I ever showed it, but these are jewel pouches. I think I did actually open 1 or 2 before. But basically it gives you 3 choices, well, really 2 and then a random one. I'll usually just pick, if it has more than 1 modifier, I'll pick that. And if neither of these, if they're maxed rolled, I'll take it, but... yeah, and actually, I'm going to wait to put this extra point, or these extra points into anything. I didn't even realize I had that many that I hadn't used yet. But anyway, I'm not going to use them yet, as I have a plan for the next episode related to the challenge, as I'm going to switch up the challenge now that we're at level 10. And yeah, I think that'll do it for this episode. Next one is going to be, as I said, another challenge. I think some more, we get another objective, which I guess I can read through or I can show you guys this really quick. But basically, I get the brazier objective, which has me running around the vaults, collecting these braziers, which give modifiers to the vault. It's a pretty interesting objective and can be used for some nice looting. But yeah, next episode we'll get into that, and I'll introduce the next challenge. And if you guys have any ideas for what challenges you'd like to see me do in the future, please leave them in the comments, as I think it would be more interesting to do challenge thought up by you guys rather than just challenges I think of myself. So anyway, that's it for me, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye!